I would say that I was excited about shooting an FN. All right, everybody. Gene, Trey, G Squared Tactical. Got the FNX-45 here today. Now, you know that some of the FN reviews we've done as recent and even in the past, never been a huge fan of them, although I have a lot of friends, a lot of them police officers that actually are just in love with the FN, and I trust them, I trust their opinion. So I've always wondered what their draw to it was, because when I had the FNX Tactical, the FNS, or the FN, the Edge that we just did, had a few little problems, nothing major. But again, just kind of overall turned me off to the brand. But there were two FNs that I really, really liked and regretted getting rid of. One of them was what they used to call the FN9C. Then it kind of morphed into, I guess, the FN509C, which is basically the same. Slide looked a little bit different, but overall it was basically the same gun. So I said, you know what? Gonna go out, gonna buy these two FNs, and I'm never buying another FN unless it's a SCAR or maybe one of their rifles, what the real battle-proven guns that they make. And a friend of ours, and we've mentioned Junior on the channel quite a bit, had one of these years ago. It was the flat dark earth with the black slide, and I just really liked how it looked, and I remembered that gun. He ended up selling that gun, and I just, you know, I kind of wish I would have bought it from him. So I went on the hunt to try to find this thing. The only reason I'm talking about all this is because we've done tabletops on basically these same guns in the past, so I really haven't done one and probably not going to do one. But they do still make this one with the flat dark earth and the black slide, but man, it is near impossible to find it, and you have to order it. They say it's going to be, they don't really have a time frame when it's going to get here. So Trey and I and my wife, we went out on this hunt. Trey found this little store a good little shot away from where we were. That was probably about an hour and 15, 20 minutes away from where we were. Said they had one, but it was used. And as you can see here, so that you know I'm not lying, it was tested at the factory in 5/8 of 2013. So this gun is pretty close to 10 years old, and it is in immaculate condition. Now, the guy that I bought it from, the little gun shop, said that the guy that he took a trade in for it with said it had never been shot. Now, you can never believe that necessarily, you don't never know, but I can tell you it's in mint condition. I feel like I bought a brand new gun, and I'm kind of anxious to shoot it because I typically don't buy used things unless I know for a fact the person I'm purchasing it from is the only owner, as in I was with them when they purchased it. So I hope that there's nothing wrong with this gun. I don't think there is. And again, it was one of those, you know, old time purchases that I wish I would have made years ago. And I really like this. The tactical is just overdone. Not really a fan of the tactical. So let's just shoot this thing, see if I can shoot accurate with it. Hopefully it's as reliable as I remember when my friend had it as the 9C, and that we can have a little bit of fun with this thing today. Really love the decocker and safety. That is a feature about this thing that I really do like. A lot of times, like on your CZs, you have the decocker, but you don't have the safety, or you have the safety and you don't have the decocker, whereas this one has both. So you have the decocker, and you can also set the safety up with the hammer forward, or set the safety up with the hammer back. So I don't know why I like that, but I really, really do. So 15 or so yards here. Let's just put a few rounds down range. Hopefully this thing will function for me. Didn't hit anything. Dead center. say that it's the best I've shot all day, but it ain't half bad.
No, it's not bad.
You know, I mean, I typically don't shoot well with FNs. And like I said, we've had some issues with FNs failing in the past. And so I'm excited about that. Function, lock back on the mag, had no issues. Let's just shut up and keep on shooting this old girl. I'm actually having a lot of fun shooting.
You seem to be kind of reeling in the group, it seems like. What do you think?
Well, I like I said, but when Junior had this gun years ago, I don't even think you knew me then. When Junior had this gun, I remember us going to the range and shooting this gun, and I remember shooting pretty well with it, and that's kind of what made me want to go back and find it, because since then we've kind of given him a little bit of grief because I've become a CZ guy, Trey's kind of become a mechanic guy, and we've kind of given him a little bit of grief about the FN, and not always, you know, unwarranted, because we have had some issues of our own, of course, you know, out of the box issues with a couple of FNs, not major stuff. They're probably fine firearms, I have no doubt. But this one, I remember it shooting well. The only other FN I had that was flawless from the box and really done well was the 519. So I was gonna get those two FNs. I made a pact with myself that I was not gonna buy any more FNs unless it was one of their rifles. So far, I'm super glad that I bought this gun. And apparently the way these magazines are designed with this round bottom like this is for when it hits the ground, it'll roll away from you. That's what I've been told. It's not in the literature. I don't know if I've seen that on FN's website, but I've been told that by someone behind the counter at the gun store. Now, that would make sense to me. Not sure if that's true or not. The stippling on the FN, much like on the S&W, it's a little bit aggressive. Someone with eczema, you know, doesn't do that great with that. It is a little bit of aggressive stippling, but it's not overbearing. It's not bothering me all that much. So, and again, everything on this gun, ambi slide lock, ambi mag release, you know, like I said, the decocker safety feature. It's feature packed for, and well, if you bought this brand new, it'd be about $7.99 your cost. I think the MSRP is a little higher, but I got this one used, 10 years old, mint condition, somewhere in the $600 range, $650 or something after tax. So I can't so far be more pleased with the purchase. So let's just keep shooting it. I won't tear up Trey's target. I'll keep shooting mine.
That's nice.
I'm sure he'll. Never thought that I would say this, that I was excited about shooting an FN. But this particular one is as awesome as I remember. I think this was their staple. This is one of their first ones in a pistol form. Not the first, but pretty close when they kind of landed on the market for, well, really people started buying and showing interest in their firearms. Maybe that's why I like it. Good grief, I'm gonna trip over something. Anyway, let's get these magazines loaded up. Let Trey shoot at this shorter target here. Targets is starting to kind of get a little bit of a Cleveland lean again, but we ain't gonna worry about it. We'll just make adjustments. We've got 46 rounds through it so far, and so we brought 100 to put through it today. And like I said, talking a little bit more on this one, but we haven't done it. We don't intend to do a tabletop, so we want to tell you a little bit about some of the features. And it does have the 3 white dot. I would prefer the back be blacked out. I'm kind of more of a fan of a blacked out rear and the big white front dot sight. I think Trey's gonna like it. He's got issues with wanting to knock off on the FN brand because our friend Junior likes it, and sometimes Junior thinks he takes it a little bit overboard. But hey, I'm here today. I'm gonna watch him shoot. Can't deny the facts. Let's see what he's got.
Welcome back to FN Talk. I've been thinking of what FN could stand for. I came up with fake news. I thought that might be interesting.
Yeah, I didn't mention, since we ain't doing a tabletop on this, is one of the few brands that has 15 round magazines, and it does come with 3, the carrying case and the back strap there. Well, it's a big old carrying case, but everything about FN, they definitely, babies definitely got backs. What I'm trying to say, they're thick.
I really like this carrying case. I like the fact that it comes with 3 mags. It definitely comes accessorized for a basic type model, and when you compare it to the FNX Tactical. Let's see what she's got, I guess. People like to see you shoot.
Grouping was phenomenal.
I think that it's definitely got a Cleveland lean going on, and not only that, but it's turned sideways. I don't know why I always get stuck with the.
Listen, man, I'm the one that shot at the Cleveland lean targets earlier, and you went down there and straightened them up for your shooting, so I don't even want to hear it.
Well,
Okay,
that's fair. Let's try it again, because I'm trying to get a good analysis of this gun.
Also, we're out of 45. We were supposed to put 100 rounds down range, but we did bad math somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
So it's going to be more like 85.
Yeah, there's this guy yesterday who had some bad math. I think we're following in his footsteps.
Tell you what, it's a tremendous grouping there. Let's look at it.
I think this is the best I've ever shot with an FN that did not have a reflex on it. A lot of times when I go to the range and I shoot with the reflex, I always question my ability as to whether or not I can actually shoot without a reflex. And unfortunately, a CZ Shadow is just going to have to follow suit with that, but that's okay. I'm actually really enjoying shooting this gun.
I really remember shooting his years ago and how much fun it really was. And
do I tell him that I'm having a good time shooting it?
I mean, I would. I mean, if he shot your CZ and liked it, he would tell you. I mean,
well, he's never going to shoot it though, and he's going to keep.
Well, he shot my CZs before and said he liked them.
Well, he's always going to talk crap about how a Canic is ugly.
Well,
that I'm not happy about.
I'm pretty sure about 7 of those shots hit the same spot.
I actually really like this gun.
And FN, as we've mentioned in the past, are not necessarily known for their phenomenal triggers. I mean, they can have some grit in them. The resets are not phenomenal. But for some reason, I don't know, like, even though the trigger's not necessarily phenomenal on this one, I don't know. It's a good shooter. It's a good shooting gun.
Let me tell you something about this decocker, okay? I want you guys to watch my hand if you can, my thumb. When it goes down, it stays down. on a lot of decockers that I've used in the past, when you finally reach that point of it going into decock mode, or it going like, you know, the hammer coming forward, I suppose, it gives you backlash, like it throws your thumb back up, like it's really trying hard to do that. But this is very smooth. I don't know if any of that made sense.
Well, I think what you're talking about is like on the, I think some CZs are that way. Certainly one of the, I have an H&K, I think might even be that way. And it's where, the reason it does that is because you can control how fast the hammer goes down. So the hammer only comes about halfway and you have to release it the rest of the way to ease the hammer down. I don't know if it's a safety issue. I wish I could speak intelligently about it, but I'm really not sure. But I think, yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about. It's just, overall, I really like the gun.
I like the overall aesthetically look of it. I never thought I'd be saying that about an FN. And I don't know, I probably should have mentioned what I thought about it before I shot it, because I'm always biased after I shoot well. But I actually kind of like this gun, and I hate to say it because I'm not an FN guy. I'm still not an FN guy.
Don't hate to say it. You're a gun guy.
I'm a gun guy, yes, but
don't hate to say it.
I had a lot of fun.
It's got the ambi decocker, ambi safety, ambi mag release, three dot setup, sight setup system, 3 magazines, 15 rounds. How many pick rail on the front there for the light? How many slots? 4 slots.
You know, the best part about it is that this gun is also not one of their more expensive ones.
Right,
we're having more fun with it than we did with the Edge, than we did with more expensive.
You expect more out of those guns because you paid more.
Exactly.
And then you get this one, and it just overall, I wish I had more ammunition. I really did enjoy shooting the gun today.
Yeah, I wish they had 2 of these in stock. I'd go pick me one up, but I guess since I can't. Hey guys, also go check us out on Rumble. Go check our account out. Make sure you follow it, like it. We just opened up a new account, but if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, comment down below. We love talking to you guys, and thanks for watching.